What a matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. The Cornhuskers will kick it away to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down. Unleashes one. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking a shot. Doesn't get better than that if you're this quarterback.
They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Finds his big tight end. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking for space. It's Tyson. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They go to the ground. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Power football with the run. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? They'll give it to the back. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stopped him short of the marker. And the field goal unit is on the field. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And it slips just inside that right upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers offense will have its first possession of the game. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll move the tight end. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. Looking to pass. It's Calandria. Caught near the sticks. It's Hunter. At midfield, he's got room. Turning on the Jets. Inside. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They capped that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. He'll try the left side. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Keep it on the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. They'll try to run for it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll give it to Johnson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Calandria. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Quarterback running on the draw. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've reached a break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Running to the left. Creates a little space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Snap in the shotgun. Fires to the right. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. This time he's got it. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
The Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Fullbacks, a.k.a. blocking backs, a.k.a. don't touch the football very often and usually don't go far down the field. But a nice little chunk run here for the fullback. Give him the ball, reward the big fella.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Huskers! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Tight end now in motion. On the ground, it's Tyson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
On the move and looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots, so they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Tyson.
And, man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his big tight end. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. He's in open space downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he got that extra point through. No slipping on the snow. It was good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Williamson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll go back to work on offense. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
A nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Tyson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
And here comes the punt team. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. The give from the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Huskers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. To the ground to try to move the chains. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Cornhuskers will have it 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. The give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? He's going to take off. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Grab behind the line. It's Nelson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on 3rd, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
They punt it away on 4th down. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They'll try the right side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Looking for a crease, it's Tyson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They bring the punter onto the field now. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll go to the toss. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Wants to throw. It's Calandria. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
The Huskers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch, because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williamson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping... Oh, he's got some space!
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Grabs it in the middle. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback will keep it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for their quarterback to go. Couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Got it, looking for a first. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Give to the running back. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll give it to him again. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The give to the tailback. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the...
Breaks into the open. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. The black shirts have applied blackout conditions. There has been no electricity available for this offense.
I mean, just suffocating. They're smothering this offense. They haven't done anything well yet. They can't run it. They can't throw it consistently. This defense is definitely reminiscent of those great Nebraska black shirt defenses of the past.
Off the play fake. Under fire. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's 4th and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. From that spot on the field, you had to expect them to go for it, and it worked out.
Why the heck would you not go for it? I mean, I almost want to go for it on every part of the field, but especially once you start to get this deep in territory. But you're also, field goals aren't 100% at this distance. It's a little bit of a longer kick. Let's try to keep this drive alive and try to go get extra points.
Quick handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Now he's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Williamson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Rush is on him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Just about as basic as you can get and effective if you execute.
Well executed. QB, nice job putting the football out in front of his receiver where he can advance it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
The Huskers will call on their punt team. Catch is made at the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays, but man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north, but the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down and one that did not pay off. He'll do it himself. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And the Huskers are threatening in the red zone. He'll try it again. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
The inside handoff. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out because this wasn't a great day.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.